Today, we're going to touch upon fasting, a carnivore guide to help you, the Great British Meetup, Kerry Man, and a book. Hi, welcome back to the Primal Lifestyle. Today, it's a brief update because I'm in the middle of filming and producing a series of a simple, straightforward carnivore guide, which will include free downloadable support guides. So it's going to be quite comprehensive. And this has come about because of, in the last 7 or 8 days, I've been approached by a family member as well as close friends asking me to set up a very straightforward guide and like a meal plan and all that. So my plan is I'm going to be doing a 4-episode video set, which is I'm in the middle of doing at the moment. It will be based on each week over a 4-week period. And in the final episode, it's about the longevity from 4 weeks onward. It's going to be more of a guide to help. And each episode will have its own downloadable guides, tips, and helps. So it can run alongside your diet to give you the best chance of success. I've now entered my 99th week on this diet, and I have learned a number of times of different issues and different problems. So I want to share those with you, help you and guide you so you can get the successes that you want, hopefully similar to what I've achieved today. The first thing I'm going to talk about is fasting. I've now just completed yet another 4-day fast. What I strongly suggest is you don't go straight into a 4-day fast. You need to prime yourself first. Make sure your body is all the nutrients, eat well, get yourself ready, and then start doing a gradual fast. So I suggest the first thing to do is if you start off with your meal at 3, 4, or even 5 o'clock in the afternoon, try and get it so you are fully satisfied. And then in the morning, don't have breakfast. See if you can get past lunchtime and then have your next carnivore meal. And then what you realize is very quickly you've done a 17, 18-hour fast. The next time, if you do it, you could potentially go 24 hours and then go 36 hours, etc. I wouldn't say you do it all the time because that's not healthy and starvation is not the way to do it. But what fasting does do, and I'm going to do a whole video about fasting, explain what the benefits are. I'm drawing on expertise because it's not a field that I'm brilliant on, but I've done a bit of research on it and I found that there's some really good tips in there. One of them is bullet coffee. When you're feeling a bit, I can't do this, I find if I have a bullet coffee, which is good quality coffee with butter melted in it, that gives you that lift and that feeling, the hunger goes away, and then suddenly you realize you're 5, 6 hours down the line before you even know it. So it's a little tip. But again, I will do a video in much more detail all about fasting. My priority at the moment is this carnivore guide and sheets. I'm currently in the process of getting it combined. So all the fact sheets will be free of charge to download and they'll run alongside. So one of them here is a food guides. These are the drafts ready for the downloads, and it's got red, amber, and green zones. I will also be doing some meal planning and guides to help you on each stage. The idea is I'm going to do it over 4 episodes, short and sweet episodes, so they're easy to watch and to take in without too much overload. I do strongly suggest you watch all 4 before you jump into it because it gives you the background, and then perhaps you can refer back to each individual one as you progress through the various weeks. I am hopeful if I've got enough time. I've got quite a bit of my real life business work to do next week. So if I can't get it done by next weekend, I'm planning to have that up no later than the following weekend. So within a fortnight, which will be my 101 weeks on the carnivore diet. So that's quite apt on that sort of side of it. Another area I just want to update you on is the Great British Meetup. Tickets are already on sale. We've sold quite a few, not sold out yet, but we're going in the right direction. It's looking really positive. We will be doing a live stream this Tuesday on 7 p.m. UK time on the Homestead How YouTube channel with Kerry Mann. There'll be other members of the team. We're hoping to get all 4 members, but we just realised one of our wonderful members is going to be on holiday, so they won't be able to attend. We will be doing more updates on it with regards to the speakers that will be there and some of the things you can expect. The tickets are based at £38 each, plus the booking fee online. Unfortunately, we can't avoid that, so it takes it around about £41. But in those tickets, it's all you can meet, as I call it. You turn up hungry, you will eat until your heart's content. The whole plan is to make sure it's plentiful, but it will only be carnivore food. So there won't be any apple sauces for your pork or mustards for your beef and all that. But there will be everything we can do carnivore. We are currently debating and discussing, will there be additional stalls, which a couple of people have inquired about, that could be carnivore related, selling their products. So it should be, and it's for not only firm, hardcore carnivores, but it's for people like me, the dirty carnivores, and the people that are carnivore curious. I am trying to engage it so it's also keto and paleo as well. So it's really an opportunity for a community to get together in a fantastic location. I know it's a little bit out of the way for some, but it's just outside Glastonbury. I understand the famous Tower of Glastonbury is within sight of the view. The idea, it's a first attempt. We're going to learn some things from it. But if you want to come along, tickets are selling well, and we'd love to see you there. So that's a real big opportunity for us to get together as a community. Another project I'm doing, my PhD, I'm trying to do it so it's fully self-funded. I have had offers to do advertising of other people's brands that are carnivore related, etc. But on principle, I'm quite critical of some of the science out there and the research out there that has a conflict of interest because of who the sponsors are. So my plan is to self-fund it. 2 of the things I'm working on at the moment is I'm in the process of doing a book. And in the book, it's at the moment, it stands about 104 A4 pages. So you can appreciate it's going to be a few more in a normal book. But it's basically a Carnivore 101, and it goes all the way from all the history of the carnivore and the primal lifestyle, talking about Banting and Kellogg and all these very famous characters. So proving that it's not a fad, it's going into a lot of the research detail that I've had, and I've drawn upon research from people like Professor David Diamond, Professor Tim Noakes, Zoe Kemberry, Dr. Chafee, Dr. Baker, Professor Dr. Paul Mason, and Dr. Ben Bickman. Whole spread of very intelligent people that have provided a great background and helped me develop the book to be as informative and as beneficial as possible to you. The plan is if I can get this done, it's currently having its first draft checked at the moment. There may be some tweaks and a couple of things I've seen that I want to add. If I can get the book, my plan is to sell it way below its true value, and I'm not just trying to big that up. I'm aiming to sell it for about £5 for people interested, and every penny of that book is going to go towards funding my PhD study. I am playing around with some ideas of some merchandise as well. So again, if you would be interested, the merchandise and any proceeds from that goes 100% towards paying for my PhD. I am a good year and a bit into the study. I've got to then associate directly with a university. There's 2 that I found that are ideal, but we're talking between £8,000 and £12,000 to complete the PhD. And that's something I want to try and self-fund through this channel, as well as helping you with that kind of information. I'm going to get back to doing the episodes, the recording and some of the materials. So I'm hoping to get that within the next week to 2 weeks. Thank you for listening. If you're not already, please subscribe. Tipping on the 1,000 subscriber bit, what that does do, it does open up me to be able to do some of the merchandise and help funding. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It does really help the channel. And all I can say is remember, it's to kill the carbs, not your health.